Hey everybody, Bratboy90 here with MixedGrid. Welcome to the channel. I'm hoping to bring you some good Yamaha XT content here that I haven't seen much of. It's kind of got to search, so hopefully this will help out some people. I'm looking to help out my wife and myself. I actually drive her bike a bunch because mine's pretty hardcore. So we're going to go over a suspension preload and cheap ways to kind of make this bike a little bit better on and off road, especially for heavier riders or people that carry a lot of gear in the back. So if you feel like your front is too dippy, let me say this, adjust your rear first, then let's talk about your front. However, if you still feel like your front is way too plush, and I definitely understand that for off-road, this is actually the stock preload spacer. This is a 3/4 inch outer diameter, and it's about 5 inches long. 5 1/4 if I recall. So what you can do is actually go to like Home Depot, Lowe's. You can pick up just a steel pipe, you know, for like water lines and stuff, the steel stuff. You don't need galvanized, you can just get the black steel. You'll want a 6-inch at most. I would say that's the most I would go. 6-inch, 3/4 OD. So it'll say 3/4 but times 6. And you're just gonna take these off, which if I recall, these are 17 mil. And you need to alleviate the bike. Make sure the bike is in the air on the front. Otherwise, all the springs and everything are gonna wanna come shooting out from the bike's weight. So take these out, and you're gonna take this out. This is actually just in there. It's already in there. So it's not like we're doing something that the factory didn't do. They literally did. These are called preload spacers. So they had to, the spring is in here. And they put a spacer to make it so the spring actually has pressure from factory, instead of doing a really long spring, which adds a lot of weight, right? So take these out. You're gonna put your steel pipe just as if it were this, right? Take this out, put this new 6-inch one you got in at most, 6-inch long at most, I would suggest. And then put your cap back in. Now your cap will have pressure now to get it on. With this, it has just a hair of pressure. But with the 6-inch, you're gonna have about 3/4 inch you need to compress, and then tighten this not to compress, or don't strip your thread, sorry. You're going to compress that. It's going to be pushing down on the spring as you tighten. So do that both sides. Make sure you do both sides. So you need 2 3/4 inch, 6-inch long at most pipes. The stock ones are 5 1/4, if I recall. Okay, let's talk about the rear. How do we adjust our rear suspension preload? I honestly just suggest you take the spring out. It's not that much work. You can do it without. It's just a real big pain. Now let me show you why. In here, trying to get you an angle, right there where my finger is. That is your adjuster for preload. And by the book, and I'm gonna show you the book page here. If you have your manual still, it's in 410. Right here, and I'll show you. You can pause it here if you need. That right there is spring preload. Max hard is 7.36 inch distance, measuring like this on the bottom left by my thumb. Okay, 7.36. That's if you want it stiff. Okay, page 410. All you need for this is you're gonna need an extension. You need a 17 mil socket, and you're gonna need a 17 mil wrench and a 17 mil or a 14 mil wrench. I'll show you exactly what you're gonna do. It's real easy. So first we take our seat off, right? We've got 2 8 mils under the seat, takes the seat off. And we've got 2 10 mils right here for your mud guard. Take those off, set them to the side. We're to take our side covers off, 5mm Allens. Here, somewhere here, right here, I don't remember, here, I think, right? Take your side covers off. That gets us access to a bolt that's got it's already cut out. This little circle was already cut out in the plastic. That bolt's right there. You can't really see it a little bit, but that's a 17 mil. And on the other side, same location obviously, is the other 17. Now this hose kind of blocks it, and it's the nut. So I just used my wrench on this side to kind of hold it a little. It doesn't really need much pressure. You're not gonna need to get crazy with it, I hope. And we're gonna take out that bolt. Again, make sure the bike is suspended in the air, because your swing arm is gonna wanna drop. So put something under your tire, like I put that grease gun or a jack. Make it so the wheel might be supported, or it's just gonna fall. I mean, it's not a big deal. Just make sure your bike isn't gonna dump off the stand. Okay, we've got our top bolt out now, right? we're gonna move down to our swing arm, which is right here. This one, not this guy in the top, right? That's the rear of the bike. We don't need that one. We need this one out. Why do we need this one out? Because we need to access this bolt right there. That's the one to the lower shock, okay? Lower shock. Take that out. This is a 17 and a 17 on the other side. This is a 17 and a 14 on the back side here. Then we can actually lift our swing arm up, because right now I've got it bolted up. You're gonna lift it up and you're gonna be able to finagle the spring or the rear shock and everything right out the bottom. And it just makes it easy to have that guard gone so you can like work it right here with your hand. Once we have our spring out, we're gonna go buy the book and tighten up those preload, these rings. We can adjust these rings with a, you should order the adjuster tool, or if you're jank like me, because I didn't want to order it and I was being lazy, you can just spin it by hitting it with a hammer on the ring to spin the ring, right? Loosen the top one first, then tighten your bottom one, or loosen it, whatever you need for preload. Okay, then we're gonna put it all back in, bolt it all back together. Use the specs online or in the book, or Good and Tight usually gets me by. Put our bike back together. The only thing that's removed right here, I know you're seeing it, this is real easy. These just slide off. See these little plastic? They just slide out. Like they slide in and slide out. It slides on a little piece of metal right there, plastic, sorry. Slides in, slides out. I set it to the side, so I just gained access. You don't need to remove a battery, no wiring, none of that. You're just gonna slide these relays out and they'll slide right back in just the way they were. It's not gonna be complicated, okay? So I really hope this video helps some people. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I try to reply to comments. If you can PM me, it works great. Or if you can find the Instagram, that way I can really easily see messages from people. So I hope this helps some people out. Adjusting the preload of your bike is a very important step to getting a bike to work for your weight. So thanks for watching.